Hi, dear learners. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is your Aziz sir, assistant teacher, Kishiganj Government Boys High School. Hope all of you are fine. I am also, alhamdulillah. And the days are going away. Time is also passing away. And we are coming before you every now and then, every day. And as usual, on Tuesday, I have a class with you. Those who are in class 6, get ready with your textbook. I mean this one. And those who are in other classes can also enjoy my class, because I'll tell you something important for you today. Because we learn English and we have two papers, one is first paper, another one is second paper, okay? So everybody thinks that first paper is for only scene comprehension, or there are some lessons with some passages, and there is no grammar. And is second paper only for grammar, okay? It's not right. Actually, second paper, all of us may think that we can learn grammar only by the help of second paper, and grammar is there in second paper. Actually, it's not right. First paper is also full of different types of grammars. Because you know that this book is designed for you, and everything what is necessary for English, for learning English, is available in this book, okay? So let's enjoy the class, and I will show you or tell you how we can learn grammar from first paper, okay? So that I have written a question on the board. How can we learn grammar from textbook? I mean this textbook. From this textbook, how can we learn grammar? Okay. So there are some pages from your book. I am telling with this book, actually about this book, which is for class 6. But those who are of different classes, 7, 8, 9 or 10, I think you are also will have or get the things which are important for you, and you have a text, and you can also learn from your text grammar, okay? So let's see how can we learn it, okay? There are some phases I have written down. Pages number 5, 6, 12, 16, 17. In this way, all of the pages where grammars are mentioned, and directly grammars are mentioned. But if we think about a particular page, especially 16 or 18, page number 16 or 18, see that this is 16, page number 16. Here there is a term, language focus, okay? Language means bhasha, focus means jyoti kendra, or alokpat. What is written here? See that I am reading it out for you. Notice the verbs in the italics in the following sentence. Italics means the word which is not straight, somewhat italic, so that calyx, bulbul calyx. Bulbul is straight, but calyx is not straight, it is somewhat bending, okay? Here, bending, and that's why calyx, somewhat like that, something like that, a slash, or oblique, in the shape of oblique or a slash. Notice verbs in italics. Collects rubbish from the Shankar area in Dhaka. And next one, every day he wakes up at 5 o'clock and walks along the streets of Shankar. Okay? And what is said here, see that we talk about usual routines in simple present tense. Simple present tense, isn't it included in grammar? Because we started our reading from basically we started our English to learn from class 1 or before 1 we started. But with the definition I have already told you, every word used in a sentence is parts of speech. With this definition we have started our learning, particularly with our English. Okay. So whenever we think about any sentence, then that sentence has some words, and those words are also included in all of the parts of speech, and then that sentence is included in tense, and then side by side we can think about this sentence may be included in any voice also. Okay, so this book is designed with different passages, different activities, and different types of activities which you do when you go to study this book. So when you will go to study this book, then you have to do these, all of the activities, you have to read all of the passages, all of the lessons by the help of sentences. But that sentence, of course that sentence is included in tense, which is said here. See that? Bulbul collects, as is added with the verb, that's why Bulbul is third person singular number, and that's why S is added, and S is added in only one tense, and which one is it? It is none, but it is actually in present indefinite tense. S can be added after verb when the subject is third person singular number. Okay, so Bulbul collects rubbish, it is present indefinite tense, and then every day he wakes up. He, third person singular number, that's why wakes up. And at 5 o'clock he walks along. Walks, see that walks is also, he is third person singular number, that's why S is added with walk. Okay, so those sentences are present indefinite tense, and it is also active voice, and all of the parts of speech I can tell you which are included in the sentence. So we'll talk about usual routines in simple present tense. In simple present tense, the verb takes an S or ES if the subject is any one person or he, she, etc. Okay, those are the things. Anyway, and another point I would like to mention here. See that? Notice the verbs in the second box. Follow in the second box. Notice the verbs in the following sentences in italics. Okay. The people in Shankar became very upset. See that? The people, I'm writing down, then it will be clear more. The people in Shankar area became upset. It is the sentence. Okay, and I have already another sentence I have already told you. Bulbul collects rubbish. If I write down, Bulbul collects rubbish. See that? Those ones. Here Bulbul collects. Here the people in Shankar area became. Okay? If I show you here, collects, here became. Okay? In the two boxes, two tenses are indicated here. See that second sentence, second box in the second. Notice the verbs in the following sentences in italics. Okay? The people in Shankar area became very upset. They got piles of rubbish waiting outside their house. They got piles. When the verb will be in the past tense form, then the sentence will be included in past tense. Here, all the sentences here talk about the past. The things which are said here, actually, those are about in the past. Those are told in the past tense. Okay, so they are in simple past tense. In simple past tense, the verb is always in is past form. Past form. Something like that. Suppose become. Where I go here. Become, and then became, and then became. Okay, in the same as that here, correct, and then connected, and then corrected. Okay, corrected. Okay, so become is in present form, became is in the past form, and became in the past participle. Collected is in the past form and collected in the past participle form, but correct is present form. Okay, so you can learn it in this way. Bulbul collects rubbish. It is in present tense, no doubt. And people in Shankar area became upset. As it is in the past form, that's why it is simple past tense. Okay, then I think you have understood what I meant by both of the blocks here. Okay, so in this way, if we see that there are some pages for you. Those pages is directly grammar is mentioned. Okay, if I go to page number 5, I go to see that language focus. Language focus means where there is language focus, you will think that there is a attachment of grammatical point. Okay, you will have grammatical point in language focus. In every language focus, you will have grammatical point. So your duty is to see or read the grammatical points in the language focus. You shouldn't leave this one, and if you leave this one, then you will miss grammatical point. Okay, if you want to make yourself expert in grammatical or grammar, then you should read the language focus properly. See that here, first one, page number 5. When we are glad or happy or to hear about any good news, we usually express our happiness with these expressions. Okay, congratulations, well done, that's marvelous, wonderful, great. That means congratulations, well done, marvelous, wonderful, great. Those are the words we basically use when we became or when we become happy or we got any kind of good news, then we use such kind of words. So in response of these words, we basically in return of these words or in reply, we use thank you or anything else. Suppose you have met your friend. When you will meet your friend, then he has given you a good news about himself. Then you will use wonderful or congratulations, marvelous. If I give you an example, suppose he has got A plus in the exam. When he met you, then he said that he had got A plus in the exam. Then you will, you would, of course, you would tell in this way, well done, marvelous, wonderful, congratulations. In this way, those words you will use. And in reply, your friend will tell you thank you or thanks. In this way, he will reply. Those are the things which are focused in the part of language focus, page number 5. Okay, and then page number 6, you will see that 6. There is another language focus here. We hear about any bad news or not so good news. We say I'm sorry to hear that, or that's hard luck, or that's bad luck, etc., etc. In response of other person usually doesn't say anything. Okay. So when we hear any good news, then we use wonderful and congratulations, great, well done. Those are the words we use. But when we hear any bad news, then what type of words we basically use? We use sorry, bad luck, or hard luck. Those are the words which are in your box. Okay. So to hear good news, we use some words, and in reply we use thank you or thanks. But when we hear any bad news, then we use sorry or hard luck or bad luck. But in reply of sorry or hard luck or bad luck, we don't say anything because it's a matter of sorrow. That's why we don't use anything. We remain silent. Okay. Anyway. And in the same way, see that there are other pages also. I would like to show you page number 12. If you go to page number 12, then what we see in page number 12, there is another language focus. See that there is another language focus. Notice that sometimes the answer to where do you come from and where are you from. Okay, and sometimes we use when we meet any person who is not known to you, then we would like to ask him a question: where are you from? Where are you from? That means where have you come from? Okay, two questions I can tell you. Okay, where are you from? Where are you from? Where have you come from? Or where are you from? Where are you from, or where have you come from? Okay, where are you from, or where have you come from? In this way we can ask. If the person is unknown to you, then and another thing we can use. Suppose if we want to ask another question. If you want to know about his profession, then how can we ask? We can ask in this way. In this way, we can ask. Suppose, what do you do? One question is, what do you do? And what are you doing? So that one sentence is in the form of present indefinite, but another one is present continuous. Okay. What do you do mean? When one person will ask one person this question, then it means that he or she wants to know about that the profession of that very person. Okay. But when you will ask you, what are you doing? What are you doing? Then this sentence means, what are you doing in this very moment? Suppose you are following me, sitting before your smartphone. You are watching me, or you are doing your classes. That means in this very moment you are reading, or you are doing your class. Okay. By this sentence you can read here. Okay. But if you ask in this question, what do you do? Then it means, what are you? That means, what is the person? Maybe something like that. He may be a teacher, he may be an advocate, he may be a doctor, maybe a doctor. In this way, you can mean profession by this sentence, by asking this sentence. Okay. So this grammatical point is there, page number 12. Okay. And then page number 16 or 18. 16 or 18. If I show you 16 I have already told you the tense which are told in the both of the text. And another point I would like to draw your attention. See that 18, page number 18, A4. Read the passage below and choose the verb form is appropriate. Underline the word which you choose. See that the passage is about something, but here two verb is used here. See that Shikha Banu works or is working as a waitress in a restaurant in Chittagong. Which one will be? Which one will be? Is it present indefinite or present continuous? You can choose. Okay. So is working means present continuous. Works means present indefinite. Okay. So in this way you can go to another sentence. She helps or is helping. Okay. So you can choose which one will be your appropriate form. Okay. Is it helps or is helping? Which one? And then thinks is thinking. Wants is wanting. And makes is making. Loves is loving. Says or saying. Hears or is hearing. Okay, which one will be you will choose? That means the passage in this passage it is meant that if the sentence is or if the sentence is or takes present indefinite, then you will use the one form of the verb, and if the sentence needs present continuous, then you have to use the form of present continuous tense. So there is a grammatical point here. And then which one? If I go to page number 17, page number 27, then what we see? See that there is another language focus here. We use some and any with positive statements, or we use any with negative statement. Okay, if I give you an example, that it will be clear, more clear. Okay, so I am writing down the sentence, then you can suppose I need some milk. Okay, some milk. And I don't see any student here. I don't see any student. Okay, see that any. Or if I ask, is there any student here? See that I have already written down some, here any, here any. Okay, so how we will use some or any, or where we will use some or any, this type of grammatical points is pointed here. Okay, so let's see. I need some milk. See that it is affirmative sentence, positive sentence. That's why some is used here. Okay, I don't see any student. See that it is negative. That's why we have used any. And any is also used in interrogative sentence. When is there any student here? See that it is interrogative sentence. That's why any is used. So we have learnt, or we can learn from this box where some is used and where any is used. Some is used in positive sentence, and any is used in negative sentence, side by side in interrogative sentence. Is it clear? I think you have understood. So let's go to other pages. Then 60, page number 60. I am showing you actually the textbook is full of grammaticals. I am showing you. Try to have a look. Please try to follow me. Okay. And then page number 60. See that read the sentences below and choose the right words from the list of words in the box to fill in the blanks. Okay. See that although it is set here blank, actually it will not be blank, it will be gap. Okay, I am telling you today which one is gap and which one is blank. I will tell you later on. just try to see which is said here. You will just fill up the passage by the help of different verbs here. Okay. So when you will go to fill up any gap by the help of verb, then that verb should be correct or right form of verb. Because in the gap, which form of the verb will be used, you have to see first. You have to identify, and then you can use. Okay. And if you commit wrong, if you don't choose the correct form of the verb, then your sentence will be incorrect. Okay. That's why. There is a matter of grammar here, okay? And then if we go to page number 64, see that 64, there is another grammatical point here. There are some words here. See that now use the verbs. Actually, those are the verbs. By the help of those verbs, you will use in the sentence. Here also, you have to choose the right form of verb. Which form will be used in the gap? Just you will write down or see. And then 65, there is another gap filling. It is actually a test of on listening test, and later on if I have the scope, then I will tell you. See that there is another gap filling, 69, another gap filling with the correct tense. See that put the verbs to the brackets into the correct tenses. That means you have to use the correct form of the verb in the gap, and if you are able to choose the right form of verb or use the right form of verb, then the tenses will be okay, tenses will be right, sentence will also be okay. But if you commit wrong, if you are not able to choose the right form of verb, then it will be incorrect, not correct. And then 74, see that in 74 there is another language focus. I am showing you another language focus. See that language focus, notice tie and untie. And there is a matter of prefix here. Here it is in or prefix here. If I show you prefix, suffix and prefix. Those who are in class 8, 9, 10, you are practicing this word suffix and prefix. Suffix and prefix, you are using here it in your question paper, and it is set in your question paper. That's why you are practicing it. Which one is suffix? The parts of word which are added at the end of a word and makes new word, then it is called suffix. And prefix, the parts of word which are added before a word or beginning of the word and make new word, then it is called prefix. So here there is an indication. There is a activity. There is an activity here. See that an, and in, and those are the these. Okay, this. Suppose patriotic, unpatriotic, possible, impossible, addict, inaddict, or active, inactive. And then this honest, dishonest. In this way we can write down. Suppose happy, unhappy. Okay, happy, unhappy. Possible, and then impossible. Possible, impossible, and then active and inactive. Okay. Honest, dishonest. Okay. So that those are the parts of words which are added before word and in this. Okay. Happy, unhappy, possible, impossible, active, inactive, honest, dishonest. In this way and in this. Those are the parts of word which are here added beginning of the word and make new word. Happy is one word, and another opposite word is unhappy. In the same way, possible is one word, in the positive sense, and impossible is another word, another new word which is in opposite sense. Okay, active, inactive, honest, dishonest. In this way, we can got the thing, suffix, the idea of suffix and prefix from this box. Okay. And next, if you come to page number 93, 93, okay. There is another indication of grammatical points, and in the same way, 94 and 99 pages, there are another grammatical points also. So when you will go to read this book, those who are in class 6, just try to follow the instructions I have already told you. Side by side, you will try your level best to know all of the grammatical points. Actually, I think now you have understood. First paper book is the source of grammar. Actually, it's not out of grammar. If you have tried your level best to watch or to follow the techniques I tell you, then I think you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot of grammatical points from first paper textbook. I told you to differentiate between gap filling and blank. Okay, you know, and you faced every now and then you face gap filling and fill up the blank. Okay, which one is gap filling? Gap filling is something like that. Why you will be given any passage and you have to with some gaps, then in that gap you have to fill up the gap with one grammatical point, not others. You have to fill up the gap with one particular past speech. It may be article, it may be preposition, it may be right form of verb. Okay, only one thing will be tested here, then it will be gap filling. But while you will think about blank, in that blank you have to fill up the all of the parts of speech. Then you will be called to fill up the blank. Then you have to use all of the parts of speech for that blank. But when you will be told to fill up the gap, then you have to fill up that gap with one grammatical point, just one, only one. It may be of article, particularly for class 6 or 7, you know, question number 1 for second paper, only one grammatical point, article. Fill up the gaps with article. That means you have to use articles for all of the gaps. But when you will told in class 9 or 10, you know, question number 1 for first paper, you know, or second paper in question number 1, fill up the blanks with appropriate words. Words means those words which are included in all of the parts of speech. You have to use verb and then noun and then adjective, adverb. In this way, you have to use all of the parts of speech. So while you will think about fill up the blank, then you have to use all of the parts of speech. While you will think about that gap filling, then you have to use one certain grammatical point. Okay, I think you have understood. Later on, I will talk more. This is all from me now. Thank you very much.